Hello and welcome to stockfundo.com. So essentially at stockfundo you are aware that we look at various question and answers from our users that they send at stockfundo@rediffmail.com. So one of the questions we have received from Ronnie is about stocks that he has invested, and they are Mannupuram Finance, Tata Steel, Dhanlakshmi Bank, Punch Lloyd, South Indian Bank and Hindalco. So let us look at these stocks one by one and figure out what is the support and resistance levels, and whether as Ronnie said that he is again ready to invest in these stocks, so whether it's worth buying at these levels. So we look at the Mannupuram Finance chart. So broadly, as you can see, that Mannupuram Finance is actually bottomed out at these levels, which is at about 9.7, about 10 rupees per stock. This is the daily chart for Mannupuram, and in the last 3 years Mannupuram has had a high of about 90 rupees and is trading at a low of about 10 rupees. So it's about trading at about 10 to 12% of its multi-year highs. There are further support levels available for the stock at about 41 rupees, which is now will act as a resistance level, and another set of resistance level will be at these price points, which is about 18 odd rupees. So as Mr. Roy's mail says that he has basically invested in at the levels of 36 and 14 and a half. So basically he wants to see that whether these levels make sense. So at 36 odd, basically you would find a lot of price churn at these levels. So basically there is a resistance so right now price being at about 15 rupees, there is resistance at about 19 rupees. There is further possible resistance at about 27 rupees, which is going to be a substantial resistance, and between 27 and 40 you will see price spending a lot of time here. So basically it will be very difficult for the stock to move above 27 and go to a level of 40 rupees. So basically technically what you can say is the further resistance level are at about 20, at about 27 and about 40. It is possible for the stock to touch at about 20 levels. So basically what Mr. Ronnie can do is, since he has already bought substantial amount at 36 and another level at about 14 and a half, we should basically be careful that stock may not go about 20 very soon, and another resistance level is about 27. So basically you may not be able to recover 36 rupees price levels, and if you want to do further averaging, then you have to look at the basically the fundamentals of the stock as well. So here again the company is currently having a market cap of about 1200 crores. Let us look at how the company is been performing on a quarterly basis. Basically here you can see that company has been performing slightly erratically, with a June turnover of about 711 crores, September at about 607 crores, and in March was quite low at about 312 crores, and company has again recovered at about 572 crores of turnover in June quarter. Basically the revenues top line are not very consistent. Looking at the annual run rate, it's about 2200 crore kind of a run rate, which is lower than what the company achieved in 2012 quarter. Firm has seen aggressive growth, so from 165 crores kind of a run rate turnover in March to 476 to 1200, and then seems to have stabilized at about 2200 plus kind of levels at these. Even the current quarter run rate is about 2000 crore odd. So basically the current revenues are about double that of market cap. So that's a good sign. Basically firm is definitely in a value zone kind of a area. You further want to look at balance sheet quickly to see that firm has reserves and surplus is about 2200 crores. Loans are about, since it is a finance company, so it will, it is in business of procuring money and then lending out the money to people. So it has, basically these loans are what deposits people have placed at the firm for that. So the book value of about 28. So current value about 15 is about 50% of book, which is again a good value zone for the firm. And firm has given decent amount of dividend. It is a dividend paying firm from last more than a decade. One should also look at the current shareholding of the firm. So basically at 31%, the firm is having a very low shareholding. Anything about 50% for a promoter is often a danger sign. General public is having increased shareholding from 11% to declined to about 10% in the last quarter. Has gone out to about 13% now. And FIIs have a large shareholding, which is often a negative sign because they tend to dump the stocks even when the everything else is going right. Cash flows, firm has a decent amount of cash in hand. So all in all, the firm is standing on a very good solid fundamental basis. Technically you can see that there are resistance levels at about 18 and about 26, which is again even the book value of the firm is around these levels. So basically for a new investor it makes sense to enter Mannupuram. For an existing investor who has invested at high levels, if you want average and then exit at about 20 odd, it is having a good possibility of reaching 20 to 25 kind of price levels, but 36 is very difficult to reach. So we covered Mannupuram in detail today, and probably we'll cover the rest of the stocks in videos. So basically you can keep on sending your queries at stockbandhu@rediffmail.com, and we'll try to answer your questions through videos or through interactive sessions.